I'll ask you for advice. And
Yeah.
if you sit there and you tell me something like that, I'm gonna go and study the crap out of it, just to be like, all right, if this character makes him say savage, this is definitely something I need to look into, so I could
Yeah,
adapt that and make somebody else say that, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
It was basically just a ruthless character, and that's what I think of when both of you based on your appearance and name, and it's one of those where I'm like that will work. And Mark would tell you, I just one of those people. I kind of like I can look at something like I think this should be done and go that route. Like I'm basically just speaking my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm with you, man.
They actually gave one of our guests a T-shirt idea about a few guests ago we had, and he gave him, right before we went off the air, he says this seemed a good T-shirt idea, and I was like, hey, that's actually he's not too far off your area too. Stan
yeah,
Style.
yeah.
I'm actually like I think like two or three of my upcoming shows I'm booked with him on those shows.
Okay,
Okay.
So
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty
So it's a basically play off of him using the whipped cream. That's all it really came down to.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, just fun.
I'm all for giving out ideas because with I might have these ideas, but what am I gonna do with them? It's not like I'm a wrestler, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just like,
oh,
hey, take this
yeah.
suggestion. If it works for you, perfect. I love it. Kind of thing.
I mean, and honestly, I mean, what you guys do in the podcast community, it's so important, especially right now during the pandemic. I
Yeah.
don't even think you guys know how important you are to the wrestling community and the independent scene. Like you guys are amazing for us. And if you're gonna come out here and you're gonna start giving ideas too, man, we need to induct you in some kind of Hall of Fame because this is going on.
well, thank you. I understand.
Yeah, thank you so much. We I definitely appreciate that. I just look, I want to help as many people as I can, right?
Yeah.
And if my creativity can help somebody, develop a character enough to where you get a phone call from Connecticut, I'm more than happy for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Hope you do sometime get that phone call.
Oh,
Oh,
trust me,
man, it's coming.
yeah, it should definitely come your way. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I could
I don't see a reason why not. Honestly.
with moving to Orlando because you even said this is for your career because you're obviously trying to get into WWE and NXT at that point. Is there
Yeah.
anyone that you're just like I really want to do a match with X?
Oh man. Honestly, especially the guys in NXT. All right, so just to give you a small backstory, one of the things that I loved that was being done in wrestling was Bray Wyatt with the Fiend character when he first came back, when he first came out with it, especially right before the John Cena stuff. Everybody he was facing, he was bringing out their old versions of them and
Yeah.
bringing it up and referencing that stuff. So I would like the guys that I want to work with. So let's say somebody like a Ciampa.
Mhm.
Tommaso is an amazing worker. The things he's done in NXT are
Mhm.
amazing. Those takeover matches he had are legendary. But
Yeah.
one of the things about him right now is kind of like he's just there, you know? And it's no disrespect to him. This is carrying crosses NXT. Finn Balor's killing it down there. Adam Cole's killing it down there. There's a lot of guys killing it down there, but I would love to get in a feud with a guy like Tommaso and just tell the world on the mic and say, I want that old Tommaso back. What happened to take over Tommaso? I
Mhm.
want to face that guy. I want to make you the best version of you and see how I stack up against it. So I can show the world that I can take out that Tommaso. Just bring out that old versions in promos. Even in AEW, if you look at the AEW, a lot of people give Kenny Omega stuff. They don't like the new Kenny Omega. They like the heel stuff that he did, but it doesn't compare to his New Japan stuff if you ask a regular fan who knows what he did in New Japan. And I would love to get in the ring and just cut that promo too, where it's like, I want to face the cleaner. You're calling yourself the cleaner, but you're not anymore. I want to make that person come out. You see, I want to cut promos that cut deep and make that guy believe in it too, and get that crowd going. Oh wow, he's bringing out that best version of him. I want to see this.
I
Yeah.
have a new question based on what you just said. Do you like Eddie Kingston?
Oh, I love Eddie Kingston. Who doesn't like Eddie Kingston?
Oh yeah.
Those two examples you gave sound straight like Kingston.
Yeah, I mean he's from New York. I don't know if it's a New York thing,
No, no,
but
no, 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 no.
Eddie Kingston
It's not
came
how you
out.
talk. It's the attitude behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. Too.
The throwing the like little jabs in there. That's a Kingston thing. Which is, look, man, Kingston's got one of the best promos in AEW going right now.
Does he?
Oh, duh, by
In the
far.
business right now, he's one of the best guys on the mic, and
Right.
that's crazy when you think about where he was 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and I love that guy. The things that he's doing now, I would love to work Eddie Kingston. I feel like me and him can, wow, on the promo, me versus Kingston, everybody knows what he can do. But the thing what's gonna make everything pop, especially when you start adding me to the equation in all these companies, because it will happen,
Mhm.
it's gonna be more of a I don't know what he can do, and when I start showing you what I can do, it's gonna be money, and people are gonna be invested, and you're gonna like it. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
And other guys in NXT, based on what you've said about your promo style and everything, I would actually put you in a feud with Gargano. I think that would be
Oh,
better.
oh man, Gargano would be good too. That man, he does some freakish stuff in the ring, man. I
Yeah.
don't know how he goes that long every takeover, but that's
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
But I think with your promo style and throwing the jabs of what he's doing with his little stable right now, I think that would
Yeah.
probably be money if you ask me.
What I would do, especially just with anybody, is like I want to strip away whatever they think they are now and make them look at their old self and go, what was better?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
Well,
if you
well,
think it's good, that's what faces me.
well, like with Gargano, you could throw even the Kingston jab he did with Blade. Where's your wife? kind
Yep.
of thing.
Yep.
That kind of thing. So
Oh my gosh, that's too much. Hey, so being an athlete, what's your training like? Keep yourself in shape and your dieting and everything.
Quarantine in this pandemic kind of hit hard. I used to go to the gym all the time. Um, but then I would say like the first 6 months of this pandemic, I wasn't even able to work out. I was just doing like little push-ups and sit-ups here and there. And I got 3 kids at home, so homeschooling and trying to work out, trying to be a wrestler, and not knowing if I could go to the store or not was pretty tough. But I would say about like 5, 6 months ago, I really got the at-home workout down, got some weights in the house, got a stepper, got a bike, and just it's really hitting home now where I'm starting to shed the weight in training at least 4 or 5 times a week, sometimes even six, where I could put in a little 20, 30 minutes on a stepper, do a little push-ups or pull-ups, things like that. So I'm kind of hitting my stride now, and I want to be the best version of me within the next 6 months.
that's awesome.
That's good. Good to hear you're really keeping on it. You got any favorite foods? Do you like part of your diet or just in general?
Oh man, just I if I my favorite food that's a part of my diet would
Hmm.
definitely be steak. I'm a steak
Hmm.
guy.
All
So
right.
there is that once a week, sometime twice, where I put in the red meat in the steak, where it's just a simple grill on it, and that's it. No added salts, none of that stuff. Just straight up meat. I'm a meat guy, so like that, the steak stuff is where it's at for me. But one of the hardest things to ever cut out was probably pizza, man. Pizza was
Yeah.
I miss
I feel you there.
I had to cut
Uh,
out pizza myself. I had pizza like I don't know about a week or so ago. I was like, okay, I can't do that much more,
yeah,
and
it's
just I can't eat red meat very much. I have a GERD issue, so I'm a singer, so it affected that part of my body. So I was like, yeah, it sucks when you get rid of certain parts of your diet to have it.
so I actually suffered from that. So
Oh yeah,
uh we're yeah, very like the gastric reflux, the all that stuff.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty bad. One of the things that helped me out was these pills. I actually got them off of Amazon, and like you just take one and they're wonders, man. It allows you to eat red meat again. I promise you. I forgot the name of them.
Oh, I was about to ask you what's the name of
I'll,
it.
I'm definitely gonna send it to you right after this. So I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna send it to you. They do
I
wonders
appreciate that.
because I suffer from like acid reflux and all that GERD stuff. So it got pretty tough for me, especially
Yeah.
in the pandemic. It kind of hit me hard because I wasn't really working out. So that it kills. It kills, man.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like, when I was out on the road or kind of venue, I would try to, I got a bad habit where I was eating, I was as hungry as can be. And of course, drinking too. And it's like,
Yep.
and it didn't do me any favors. And I'm like, they would offer me, here's a big old burger. I'm like, I can't eat that right now. If I do, I ain't going to sing for at least an hour, longer than that. And so I had to kind of snack on like the little things, very little things like an hour before. It
Yep.
helped out better, but it was just like it was taking too much effect on my singing. So I had to kind of like get more of a diet, and just it hurt my career a lot. And so I'm trying to get myself into a much better diet than myself, and other health issues as well. But yeah, I appreciate that though. At least
I'm definitely gonna send you those pills, man.
that's
Definitely
cool.
life changing, man.
Absolutely awesome deal. One of the questions we ask all our guests, it's a little segment we have. So, what is your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Oh, that's interesting. Um, First two guys I automatically always put on my Mount Rushmore is Dusty
Yes,
and
okay.
Ric Flair. Those are the two guys that no matter what, I'll never take them off the Mount Rushmore. Um, After that, I would definitely put Stone Cold. Stone
Okay.
Cold's definitely on my Mount Rushmore. And I have to put Taker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have that without Taker on it. So that would be my Mount Rushmore.
All right.
Dusty, Flair, Austin, and Taker.
You're the first one who said Dusty.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
he's not usually named, but it kind of makes sense because everything we discussed about was heavy on promo, and Dusty was a great promo guy.
Oh
I
yeah.
studied the crap out of Dusty, so man of the hour,
Yeah.
man, never too sweet to be sour.
uh, so there's actually this question came up based on some of the people you've named as wrestlers as well, prior to the Mount Rushmore. Music taste. What's your music taste?
Oh man, I'm all over the place to be honest with you. I listen to probably a lot more like alternative rock, I guess you would call it. Um,
What
I'm
kind of
all over the
bands?
place though. So like if I could give you a band, it would probably be like a Shine Down.
Okay.
Because
I like them. Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Shine Down.
Okay.
Other than that, it's probably just I'm so all over. Like I've listened to country music. I've listened to. I'm not too big on the rap music anymore. The whole thing just I don't know. The industry changed, so I'm not too into
Yeah.
the rap music.
Yeah.
R&B is not the same as what it used to be.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so it'd probably just be like Shine Down. A lot of Imagine Dragons. I
Okay.
listen to Imagine Dragons. I love Imagine Dragons. I went through a weird phase where I listened to a crap load of Mumford and Sons. I don't know why. Um,
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
telling you, I'm like all over the place. Right now, probably my go-to is like Shine Down type music and Breaking Benjamin. I like all that old like 2000s kind of grunge music.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I can get that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
I was gonna say I was gonna guess heavy metal was in there a little bit because the mentioning of Owens and Triple H because and even the
Yeah,
Fiend because a lot of people you're mentioning are people like those are like my same favorite wrestlers going right now. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I'm with you. And I mean, Triple H, he has the greatest entrance of all time. I don't that Motorhead song. I can go to sleep to that. That is amazing.
True
Uh,
story. In high school, that was my alarm
oh wow, that is
because
awesome.
I had the 5 disc CD player, and there was one disc that WWF released that had that as track one. I would crank
Oh,
it up because the boom would wake me up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember my themes, my not my theme song, my ringtone for a long time was Austin's Disturbed.
Okay.
That's a really good cut of it.
Such a good song. Oh God. Yeah, but that's my music taste. All over the place, but a lot of that kind of rock music into it.
Now, when you say country, do you mean like mainstream, or do you mean like indies, or do you mean both, or what do you mean by country music?
Oh man. I mean, mostly when I first started listening to it, it was just like all the stuff that would make me laugh, I would listen to. So like
Okay.
I feel like what got me into it first was like Uncle Cracker. That was like my introduction to it, especially being from New York. Oh,
Okay.
oh God, I can't name anybody right now. Darius Tucker.
Oh,
That's like
Jerry
he's
Strucker.
one.
Okay.
Darius Rucker. Yeah, that's one of
Hootie.
the guys. I love him. Like yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish. But more of like a wagon wheel and stuff like that. That was like I love that kind of music. There's
Okay.
somebody else I can't get the name off my tongue for the life of me. I
Is
was
it
driving like
is
crazy just listening to it.
was it is a comedy country?
Oh yeah, something
What?
about being at the gas station and scratch off ticket, getting a
Oh,
5 day
you're talking about
vacation.
yeah, you're talking about buy me a boat, Chris Jansen.
Uh,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that was like probably one of the last songs I had heard that was on mainstream. I mean, I still here and there. It's the mainstream. I mean, I listen to a lot of the indies and Texas stuff, but yeah, I was like one of the last songs I actually heard, and then some